We've had a driving rainstorm make its way through the plains, and it definitely is going to be a factor here this afternoon at Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Denver Broncos. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. First carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. You talk about this Giant defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in the early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
4 down.
The give is to McLaughlin. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. With it is Jackson. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start this drive out on the ground to about the 35, 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Hands it off out of the gun. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Quick throw to Olave. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Let's go now.
quickly to Hyatt. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1.
Alert! Alert!
Now a handoff looking right. A nice little juke. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Williams being motion left. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw, Willis. Finding Williams once more, complete. Touchdown, Giants! Jamison Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Shell. Super 1. 11. 11. 12. 76. Tell him. 76.
Now gone. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd.
Louis. What's that?
Goff now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Goff. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he's taken down inside the 30. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
To about the 26 here. The Broncos at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. Well, they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
76. 76. Maverick wall. Turbo.
On second down, here's Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Myers. So nothing doing there. And 3rd and 8 now. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
From the red zone now, Goff. Open man right side, Myers. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Giants' 8-yard line.
Whirling.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Hold on. Check.
After the run, Goff going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Now he gets free up the left sideline. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 69 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens, if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the 2nd level. And now you've got a big place to run the football.
This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. They run with Jackson out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Still going. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Ready up. Let's go.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
15-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Here we go, shot.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Ready.
Now a 2nd and 6. This time Willis will throw it. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check, check.
Now a handoff, running off, tackle right. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
19 inside, 19 inside, traffic 60. Ready.
Willis will look to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at at their own 44-yard line.
Come on, come on.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. The final shot before break here. Goff. He'll air this one out for Mims. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughton, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Adoree Jackson on the return. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Here's Willis now off the play fake. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Here's 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal.
Willis looking to throw it. The pass caught by Olave.
Willis's pass completes to Chris Olave. A gain of 10 yards, and it's 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Willis with it on 3rd and 1. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Willis. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. To throw, here's Willis. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Riley Patterson now on for the field goal. From the left hand, should be a fairly easy one here. Patterson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Defenders are always happy anytime they can sack a quarterback for a loss of 10 or more yards. There's an example there. High fives all around.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Goff. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete.
Well, it's pretty evident that's not the way you want to try and establish momentum ahead of a possible 4th quarter comeback, because you needed points there, at least something to build on for your next series. That was neither. Instead, it's a huge play for a defense that now has no doubt it can finish this game off.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. We have played 3 quarters.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the 2 of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Obama.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Myers. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Go tonight. DC.
To the air again. Goff. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And now they're in the hurry-up.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Goff now looks to throw. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. 151 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the Broncos' 28-yard line.
Here's Willis. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Flush to his right.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Williams. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
On the ready.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. It does, though, set up 3rd and manageable.
And every play that's run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a 3rd and manageable, nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he... end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Jones. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
That kind of puts the bow on what has been a complete performance, Charles. They're pitching a shutout on the other side in this offense. They've done their thing well, too.
Yeah, this game has been all-out effort from them on every snap, and there's a good amount of pride on the line right now. They want to finish what they started. They want this shutout preserved.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? Oh, right on the heels of the pick six, another ball intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 169 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Bronco switch.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Baron Browning, the one who brought him down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it, we're getting involved.
Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man.